Hey everybody, welcome to Crossroads, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition campaign. This is currently Season 1, week number 9, I think. If it's not, just check the title, that's the right week.
It's whatever that says. Okay.
Whatever that says is the right week.
It's week, everyone look up.
Yeah.
That.
We've been on hiatus for a little while due to the holidays and such. So
Yeah, that doesn't explain the rest of the year.
well, they have holidays too sometimes.
Okay.
You know. St. Swithin's Day. Anyway, I took the liberty of stacking the deck against the players while they were away, kind of like changing some pieces on the board when someone looks away in chess. So this should be really interesting for me tonight. So when you last left off,
It's okay, we reset all our spells.
You remember killing 2 cultists, but you had failed to notice their 15 friends that had appeared.
Well, that session was quick.
Good thing we got together to play.
Cam says, fuck you, go home.
I remember we had paused right at the point that y'all killed these 2 cultists, the plague zombies. And I don't remember why you wanted to stop here. I think there was something important you were wanting to do that was going to take a little more time than we had the previous session.
I had cast a spell.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I'm afraid that, what's the duration on that spell?
10 minutes.
Probably not 4
It's
months.
been like 3 months.
Well, we've just been staring at dead bodies for 3 months?
I can't
Well, it can't spell any more than it already is.
Why would I stay in this shithole sewer for 3 months?
I would like to know that as well.
I would have just grabbed my shit and left. Fuck this, I'm out.
So what spell did you cast before we had stopped?
Speak with the dead. Or speak with
Alright.
dead. Not the dead. Speak with dead.
You see dead people. What do?
I attempt to speak with them.
They all start to approach you in droves, seeking your assistance.
Oh,
wait,
no.
That's how this works. Go ahead.
Do I have to click the button? Do you want me to click the button, or did I already click it last
Yeah,
time?
click the button again because
So then
it's
we
been
can.
months. I'll never find it.
Okay. There you go.
Fireball. Okay. Oh, that's not you. We grant a 7.
It is showing everyone, right? Yes, that's everyone.
Within range, allowing it to answer questions you pose, must still have a mouth and can't be undead. If the let's see, this spell fails if the corpse. Okay, if the corpse is the target of the spell within the last this spell fails if the corpse was the target of this spell within the last 10 days. It's been a couple of months, so you're good. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. It knows only what it knew in life, including languages it knew. The answers are usually brief, cryptic, and repetitive. I love that. And the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy.
Have we been casting Speak with Dead on all of your NPCs?
Mostly.
Okay.
It does not return the creature's soul to its body, only its animating spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything about what happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events. Interesting. Gotcha. So its soul isn't there. Okay, well, that changes what my answer on the previous one, but we'll go with it. So you cast a spell. Which corpse did you target? This is important. There is a right and wrong. Oh, well, there's never a wrong answer. It's just
Is there any visual difference between the 2 bodies?
they're both in black robes, and one of them was pinned to the wall and hacked to many pieces.
And the other one?
It just seems to be dead.
It's probably the one with the working mouth.
I'm gonna go with whichever one looks anatomically correct.
Okay, the one y'all didn't.
I like Sragg's version of anatomically correct.
Yeah.
You've improved. You've got no arms.
So you
Aerodynamic.
decided against the one that after you removed the sword that was impaling it to the wall fell into pieces. You decide on the other one. Okay, that's fair. You remember that, right? Y'all just kept beating on that poor thing. He was dead like 80 hit points ago, and
And I
No
don't
one
remember this
stopped.
part of the story. I don't remember it at all.
What ended up happening was he was dead a long time ago and wasn't moving, and every time it came to his turn, Sragg pretended to do something, except he did nothing. We just kept laying into him.
finally someone went over there and checked, like,
Oh, he's dead.
He's dead, Jim.
he was just stuck against the wall.
Which is
All right.
amazing.
So you cast it on the one with the working mouth. What you did. Now, I want you to know I'm expecting something like straight out of Shakespeare here. You've had some time to prep.
You want something? I thought you wanted a question.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it'll be tragic.
Well thought out, and, just something that's going to, like, lay the entire campaign out before you in these 5 questions.
Yeah, right. Because they can all be cryptic. What do you mean? There's no way to answer.
Just recite Hamlet's monologue to the skull.
If I must. There's no questions in there.
Is your first question?
Okay. Let's go with. What god do you worship? I don't have a pen.
Behind you.
Okay. What god do you worship?
Missing question.
Let's see. Considering
Can you hear me?
considering the way of his mindset, I'm going to actually go with that one. And he is going to say, he who is most high, Orcus, excuse me.
I'm gonna look at the others for a second. Kind of confused. Like, do you know?
Do we know what?
Demon Prince. Y'all would know.
Isn't it the goblin, like, god?
Orcus. He's the,
It's in the name.
Well, I know it's orc, but I thought there was something to do with the goblins, too.
it's actually more to do with undead.
Well, let's be fair. Like, they all have something to do with undead.
This one's particularly noted as being the original creator of vampires.
And we all know that.
What's the flavor text for Orcus? If you could give us the traveling tourist info.
That's what I'm looking for to help you.
Okay.
I didn't know you were going to ask that, but I had it ready to go.
You've had 3 months to prepare for this, Sragg.
Well, I don't know what questions he's going to ask. He's trying to surprise me.
Figured you'd want it that way.
I do. But that at the same time means I have to.
Don't sing. Tell me why. Exactly.
All right.
Baby singing with you.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay. And who's got him? Somebody. All right. So 5th edition has failed me. Let me get my book. Because not too much has changed as far as this is concerned. So you just really wouldn't want to face a stat block.
That can be said for almost any god.
Well, I suppose you're right, Lords of Evil.
Are you sure he's in the Forgotten Realms?
Yes,
Are you sure?
positive.
Okay.
He's just not a god.
Oh.
He's a demon prince. Yes. Orcus, demon prince of the undead.
Yeah, he's brought back in the book, The Rage of Demons. If you have that. It has the 5e description in there.
I don't. I have Out of the Abyss. I don't have Rage of Demons.
Well, it should be in Out of the Abyss as well, no?
That makes sense to me.
Because there's 8 demon lords in there. Orcus.
Oh, yeah, because there's demigorgons. There's got to be here somewhere nearby. Fail. DM fail.
Demon Lord, yeah, okay.
There he is, yeah. Out of the Abyss, page 244, Orcus. The demon prince of undeath, known as the Blood Lord. Let's see. Orcus rewards those who spread death in his name by granting them a small portion of his power. The least of these become ghouls and zombies who serve as legions, while his favorite servants are cultists and necromancers who murder the living and then manipulate the dead, emulating their dread master. A bestial creature of corruption with a diseased, decaying look. That's about all you need.
Okay.
So, there's your answer. He actually answered you.
Well, not very good to lie about who your god is when you're about to be visiting him.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, he's a zealot here. And, yeah, he's going to answer that.
What is the cult's purpose?
What is the cult's purpose? To cleanse the city in the name of the Blood Lord.
Where is Sindric?
I don't know.
No, like, sense motive or anything, is there? On this?
It would work, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. It insight?
Is it be an insight check, yeah?
Is he the only one that hears the thing talking?
I don't
No.
think so.
No. It's talking. I'm the only one that gets to ask questions.
I'll assist with an insight check then.
Well, that's what I was.
All right. You're going to glean from that. He doesn't. You don't think he knows? He may not have cared. He may not know who that was in particular. A name might not have mattered.
Huh.
And your final question?
Don't I have 2?
Yeah, there's 2 more left.
Yes. You had 2 more left.
He's not allowed to talk unless I ask him questions.
I'm sorry, continue. You're right. I thought that would be great. Yes, you had to. You piece of.
Fucker.
If only I had more control.
How many more of you are in here?
The entire flock.
Insight to tell if does he mean it?
He seems to. He seems to mean it.
So hopefully we can wipe them all out if they're in here.
Okay. Everyone's so deep in thought.
So, Sragg, is Orcus currently a living god that we're aware of?
He's a demon prince, as far as you're aware.
So, as far as we know, he's a demon prince.
Yes.
Do we want to know how they plan to cleanse the city in the name of the Bloodlord?
I'm pretty sure we're witnessing it.
Yeah, the plague. We're 100% sure it's them.
Well, didn't we say that Orcus is the demon prince of undeath and typically cleanse the city with... Or not cleanse the city, but... They say plague and pestilence or something? What was the wording?
A bestial creature of corruption with a diseased, decaying look. It's in his honor, in a sense. You can gain from less.
How do we know they're not just capitalizing on someone else that just happens to be spreading disease?
You don't.
We don't.
That was an in-character question too, Maevis. Yeah.
It'd have to be a really weird coincidence.
Two cults in one city?
No, one evil lord, and the cult is just taking advantage of it.
Mm.
I mean, the cults are crazy. Like
Anything you guys need to know?
I don't think so.
No. There's only one direction for us to go in the sewer, right?
Yeah, you've come from the on there the direction of the right, which will lead you straight back out to the poor quarter.
I mean, we could ask how many of his flock are here, but
I did that.
no, you just asked how many were here, and he said all of us.
Yeah, but I don't suspect him to elaborate. Otherwise, he would have on the first one.
That's some good questions thus far. Even seeing you as an enemy, it was nothing that he wouldn't freely volunteer.
Do we want to know where the biggest concentration of them is? Where's their headquarters?
I don't think so.
Who's their leader? Other than who's other than Orcus, who's the leader? How would you phrase that?
Yeah, I got one.
Fire away.
I think I got one. Could miss. Could be good. I can't ask that because I don't know that. I'm just new here. Shit. It's way too metagamey.
Is there? Want to ask him if there's a cure for the plague?
Yeah, death.
Cleansed.
They might have been here a while. What would Sragg say? Oh.
Do 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 do.
Sorry.
No, don't worry. Take your time, please.
What's wrong with the second in command question? That was a good one.
We're just asking him who his leader is?
No, that's gonna get the Orcus as the answer.
Yeah.
No, we have to. Who reports directly to Orcus?
Just
Yeah. All right. Let's go with that.
Please. What was it? How did you say?
Who reports directly to Orcus?
Who reports directly to Orcus?
In your cult.
It doesn't matter. Give us any name. A man needs a name.
And he, as you noticed, as the spell was starting to wear off, whispers out the final answer to you.
Rosebud.
High Priest Helmar Wilhelm. And the corpse, once again, is inanimate.
Does that name mean anything to anyone? Does anyone recognize that name?
I don't know. Let's find
knowledge
out.
religion, Shrek?
Huh?
Knowledge religion? If he's a high priest?
Sure.
Maybe I've heard about him in circles.
Shit.
Holy shit!
All right. So,
Fucking lore buddies here.
yeah, apparently. So, the answer.
We just look at each other. Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, he's the.
Neither of you know him, but you've heard whispers in certain circles that he came from far to the east, moving and trying to recruit members to a cult in this town. And he was supposedly, and the only reason you'll both know of him, carrying some form of artifact to his deity with him.
No, was
Maybe
it the
that's
sword or
what's
the
causing
wand?
The disease to not be curable.
Okay, let me rephrase that. Not a direct artifact of his deity, but an
Okay.
artifact prized by his deity.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't easy to move.
But does that match up with he shows up and the plague happens kind of timeline that we know of?
He's been here longer than the plague, yes.
Okay.
Maybe he just needed time to get this plan in motion. Like how much longer?
He's been in town for several years trying to build up to something.
Oh.
And it's only within the last, like, several months this has happened?
Yes. Y'all weren't going to get jack squat, but I can't let that go by unpunished.
2 nat 20s.
2 nat 20 religion checks?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know half about the guy. He knows half about the guy.
Y'all were able to piece some stuff.
Like, ding!
Yeah, Finias heard about his artifact. You heard all about him.
Yeah.
That would make sense. I would be totally interested in anything like that. Yeah.
So,
Okay, so shall we go deeper in the sewers and see how many more of his flock there are?
I don't know about you, but that last fight took everything I had. I got no more tricks.
I got a few tricks left.
Who was needing healing? Because I remember there was a thing asking for healing on the board that disappeared.
I think they died.
Okay. What?
Heal me! And then they weren't here anymore.
To be fair, you get an open cut in the middle of a fucking sewer.
Yeah.
You're like, just use the
Check your will.
Just use the shit leeches. They'll seal it up.
I'm pretty beat up, if I'm honest.
on a scale of 1 to 84, you're about a 16.
34.
Okay.
I'm an 11.
Oh gosh.
I'm almost good. I got a couple scrapes. That's about it.
So
He handed a pamphlet.
Oh, this thing. He makes the deals.
what do you do?
I'll go ahead. Well, 6 hit points.
Who got 6 hit points?
Actually, it should be more than 6 hit points. Give me a second.
That's what I was going to say.
That didn't add anything.
No, that was no good at all. What the heck you trying
You
to
rolled
run
a
here?
D8, you got a 2, then you added your wisdom, and then you got nothing. After that, no more calculations. All you did was 2 plus 4.
Okay, give me a second. Cause
D8 plus 4 wisdom.
If we just want to hang out here for another 20 minutes, I'd be good to go again.
Okay. Y'all can camp
Short
out
rest.
here. Should be fine. In fact, part of that was spent talking to a corpse.
Okay, so it heals for an additional +2, so it's 8 hit points.
For who?
For Darren?
For moi?
Yeah. You said you were low?
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
You can burn hit dice on a short rest, right?
Say what?
You can burn hit dice on a short rest, right?
I believe so. Actually, I think that's exactly what they're for, because I think you get your hit die back
On a long rest. You get a certain amount of your hit dice back on a long rest. Half of your total, I think.
Okay.
Okay, I'll burn 2 hit dice then.
Okay. What is your
Can I,
hit
like-
point after removing those hit dice?
I'm a tune while you're doing that. Can I do that?
Nice.
Did you hear that,
What?
Sragg? When I said, can I just hum a tune while he's doing that?
Sure.
That put me back up to full.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah. Everyone's doing pretty good. And just as your rest is ending, you're hearing combat coming from further down the pipe. Corridor, whatever you want to call it.
What's that sound like?
You
Steel on
hear,
steel.
You hear a bit of steel on steel, and then what sounds like an elderly man yell, "Have at you!" and start hacking with steel on flesh.
Guess
We should go
I'm
check
gonna
that
go
out.
ahead and head that way. Sounds like someone might need healing services.
Yeah, and you hear
I'll watch your back.
someone
A customer!
scream. There's a scream that lets out, and he yells, "Back here, you swine!" And then you hear more screaming and hacking sounds.
I'm gonna do a disguise self to look like the cultists.
Okay. All right. So you've disguised yourself to look like one of the cultists.
I'm guessing they weren't talking for about a minute, so I don't know what they sound like.
Right.
Lyko, I forgot your character's name.
Olaf.
Olaf.
Right. Thank you.
All right. Now, let me do this. Get some tokens. I'm going to move some people right quick just so I can have some more room on the pipeway here. Move y'all back into position. All right. So the other two of y'all don't look like cultists. Just Finias, correct? What are y'all doing?
Unless they've been holding out on some serious disguise magic.
I'm just wondering. I'm just making sure.
Oh.
All right.
You don't know.
Coming around the bend, you see an elderly-looking knight in battered armor with a bent sword, walking with a bit of a limp. He turns, looks down the pipeway, and seeing y'all, glances over to Lyko, glances at Maevis, then looks straight at Finias, and says, "For God and His Highness!" and starts charging towards Finias.
I duck behind one of the two that are near me, Olaf,
I'll move to intercept.
and as I come out the other side, the disguise is dropped.
Okay. So you get in his way. He's looking. And he says, "Be you with those devils?"
You just really wanted the Shakespeare today, eh?
No.
Just thinking that too.
State your intent.
Out weareth mother's drapes.
He yells at you like, "Go shaking the bent sword at you. State your intent, boy."
We're here investigating a cult, apparently. We came down to investigate a kidnapping, and we ran into some zombies and some people in robes down that way.
I'm trying to find the entrance to their lair. I am the sole guardian of His Highness, who was captured by this cult earlier.
His
They
Highness?
intend to
Question mark.
sacrifice him.
Well, we could use your help, good sir.
Does he look like this? I pull up the flyer, the missing person flyer.
No, I'm afraid
Okay.
but I believe that person was in the company.
What is His Highness's name?
Lord Timothy.
Timmy.
Sorry,
His Highness and his family was captured. Visiting dignitaries from the east, don't you know? I owe His Highness everything. After a long and illustrious career, he saw fit to take me into his service.
sorry, forgive us, and extend a hint. Sir, but my name is Maevis. You?
Colonel Robin Cork. He shakes your hand. It's Robert, not Robin. Cork.
Okay.
He
Nice to meet
steps
you.
to attention with a salute, and you notice that the leg that was limping is not bending right as he's doing that.
What was it? Roburn what?
Robin Cork.
Sir Cork.
Sir Cork.
Mhm.
Corky.
I swear he said rug burn.
Robert.
Cork Rugburn. Ouch.
How long have you been down here, sir?
Oh, one lose track of the time. I've been trying to find my way in. I haven't seen the sun since we were brought down.
You seem to be wounded, and your weapon seems to be not very useful anymore.
Nonsense. A finer blade I've never had. And this is an old battle wound. His
Well,
Majesty saw
I
fit.
thought you said the sword was bent.
It is bent. This leg is an old battle wound. His Majesty saw fit to assist me with it years ago.
Can I do a, like,
Since
I don't
motive?
know, some kind of check to see if his eyesight's off?
Okay.
Like, throw a hand up kind of over here to see if he catches it in any way? Does that require a skill check, if anything?
Medicine, I guess. I don't know. You're doing a checkup on him, kind of. I'll give you this. As you're checking him over to the best of your ability without trying to seem like it, he seems on the level, but you notice that there's definitely something wrong with that leg. Yeah.
Okay.
Does he seem insight or something? Does he seem honest?
Yes. Yeah, this seems
Roll
like a
insight.
straight on the up and up guy.
Except for he's limping, saying he's fine, and he's wielding a broke sword that he's saying is fine.
Yeah.
Pride.
Or you could roll insight.
Looked like right as you said that, Sragg looked behind. Who said that?
I did. He's hard to read.
Can I count on your assistance in the rescue of His Highness?
Yes. I am with you. That's why I was down here. I hand him a pamphlet.
He accepts it, looks at it, nods, and puts it in his belt pouch. He didn't read it. You're pretty sure.
Did he even hold it the right way up?
You're not sure. It didn't look like it.
He accepted it. It's a contract.
Mm-hmm. So he salutes you again with the sword. Their entrance is back that way somewhere. I heard the commotion coming this direction. I have had no luck in discovering. They seem to have hidden it quite cleverly.
Are there branching paths in different directions?
If you head back down the direction he came from, it's kind of like a T. He came from the path to the right, and he seems convinced that that's the direction the entrance is in.
So, Robert, you've checked these other pathways then?
Colonel Robert, and yes, I have.
Sorry, sir. Colonel.
Never you mind, soldier.
Oh, I'm not
forget.
enlisted.
You're now.
Currently, you are in assisting me in locating His Highness. We're all in the service of His Highness at the moment.
Who accepted this group quest?
I got nothing better to do today.
Let's go.
Who started the escort quest?
Yeah. He's so slow with that knee.
He pulls the sword up, moves it forward, onward, and starts marching forward down the corridor, heading towards the path to the right.
If you don't mind, I try not to draw attention, so I'm going to go back to looking like one of those cultists. I say that too.
There's a picture.
Stuffy.
I've kind of enlarged it a bit so you'll get an idea of what you're looking at.
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks.
all those fellas, when he die, his equipment might be worth something.
The
Dibs.
bent equipment?
He looks like a walking corpse himself.
He's
Fine.
old.
Did you hear that, Roburn? I'm going to disguise myself as a cultist. I'm not a cultist.
Very good, sir.
Okay.
No, I can tell. I'm an excellent judge of character. You are a fine, upstanding person.
Absolutely.
when we get to the T, can we
Didn't he just try and kill you?
See if there's any disturbed ground? Because he said he went to the right and ignored the left. Is there any footprints or?
As you look off to the left, that way does look like it hasn't seen much traffic at all.
Okay.
When you turn to look at the right, you see a pair of robed cultists. One of them much further on, that's slumped up against the wall, bleeding out. One with a look of horror on his face, with his hand reached out, that seemed to have been stabbed repeatedly in the back.
Huh?
Robert was here.
Did you check those bodies, Robert?
No, sir. I saw no need in it.
I'm gonna go check those bodies.
There might be a clue.
Colonel, did you not want to don the cultist's outfit to see if we could not surprise attack the enemy?
I would never dream of sullying myself so.
You're here. Yes, the dwarf's like, yeah, I'm gonna fit in that robe.
Yeah, we could cut off the bottom.
Walking with full plate armor and 2 shields, I'll blend in just fine.
This armor was a gift of His Majesty. I would never dream of subjecting it to that filth.
Well, guess
I
we'll
can
just
clean
sit
it
here in
for
the
you.
stores for a moment.
So, as you walk up to that one horribly murdered corpse, you notice that it does have a key on it. You're not sure why, but inside a small pouch with a couple of coins, a strange ring, and a key.
So key, strange ring, and coins?
Yeah, change. Pocket change. I'm not going to list again.
Coins. Okay.
Coppers and silvers.
I'll pass the key back and say that this might be helpful.
Sorry.
What?
I clicked on that video. Finias.
So you pass the key back. Who do you pass it to?
Well, whoever's behind me.
I suppose the closest behind you, if you've moved up, would probably be Maevis.
Would you pass me?
The key.
A curse. I mean a key.
Oh.
You have received a key.
I can't make anything of this key.
It might unlock a door.
Thanks. A door? Ah! I got it.
Okay, neither of you look like fighter types, correct?
Us?
No, they don't.
Yeah, I mean, one of you is a spellcaster, the other's a bard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
They look like fighter types.
Then I'm gonna volunteer to go in front as I am the metal wall.
Okay. All right.
And
Seems fair.
did I search both the bodies?
As you move further down to the second body, you don't find anything of note on that one. It seems the one that was making the run for it might have been higher ranking.
Then he had an outstretched hand.
Yes, his hand was outstretched while he was trying to drag himself away. He seemed to have been hacked quite viciously.
With the bent sword.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to look and see where he was headed and like inspect the wall on that edge.
From the way he was heading, it looks like he was heading for the bend. Like he was trying to get out as fast as possible.
Okay. I was just gonna check the wall to see if we could find a keyhole just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was my thought, was he was hiding or heading towards the door.
Just from what you're looking from here, there's nothing that you're really going to see.
There's no wall damage?
Not on this section, no.
Okay.
You probably have to go further in to keep checking. Are we at a point we can take a break real quick, Steve?
Yeah, we are. Before we go, I'm going to say, actually, give me that key back for a second.
Hand him the key.
All right.
I mean, I look like them. I might as well hold their stuff.
That makes sense.
Okay, and we'll be back in a few minutes on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and you'll know when we post the next video. See you in a bit. Bye.